everybody, welcome back to Logic Pro X Gaming and another episode of the Let's Play here. Now, I've just now finished gathering and crafting all of the resources we need and the spares to all of the resources we need in case I miscalculated. And here, out in front of the hidey hole here, I have cleared out quite the decent area for building because today we are going to get started on the chest house that we built in stream. Let's get started by gathering all of the... Oh, hi zombies. Let's get started by gathering all of the stuff that we need right here. We got our wood, we got our concrete, we got some various odds and ends here that I've been able to craft at least early game here. I'm not going to have access to everything that I have access to on the realm, but we're going to be able to build a pretty decent place to live. So I'll see you in a sec when I'm outside and ready to go. Okay, so it pretty much took me the entire rest of the day to get all of that stuff together, but we are ready now. And basically the first thing that I'm going to do is build the border. Now the border is a 14 by 14 by 10 box, and that's made out of black concrete, which I did craft off screen. It's just a combination of sand, gravel, and black dye, which you get from ink sacks, which are pretty easy to acquire. But anyway, let's do this. So now we just gotta take each corner up by 10, and this is going to be interesting because the first time I do this, I'm going to have to take some fall damage. I'm actually going to have to take a lot of fall damage to do this, so give me one sec here. Okay, now that I've taken all of that ridiculous fall damage to put these pillars up, now all I have to do is connect them at the top, and the bottom part of the chest frame will be done. Okay, I gotta take this last bit of fall damage so I can get inside, but the frame is done for the bottom part, ouch. And it is nighttime, so I need to get inside right now. There we go. And we could sleep. Now we could do the frame of the lid. That'll be next. So we're gonna hold down shift and creep over to the edge here and place a single block, and we can use that to go up like that and start the hinge. And then I can take out the one below it because we don't need that anymore. And I can just bridge backwards all the way across like this. There we go. We got that one. Now we bring each side of it back by 3. Like that. Other side. Then we'll turn this way and connect them at the back. Just like that, and then we'll go up 10 at each corner once more. Perfect, we did the same on each side, now we just have to connect them. Now that the entire frame is done, we got the bottom part of the chest done, and we got the open lid done, we just have to literally fill it all in with oak. So I'm actually going to do an incredibly fast time lapse of me doing that. So enjoy some whatever I decide to do in post while I do that. Okay, wow, so the side walls are finished. The next step is we have to come in and dig out this entire floor so we can replace the floor with a block of our choosing as well. I haven't decided which yet, but let's see. So as you can see, I got a little carried away off camera. I went ahead and finished all of the side walls and everything. The whole chest is pretty much finished. As you can also see, I put some double doors here on the front, and I want to show you guys around as we do some interior decorating. First off, this welcome mat right here, which is made out of white carpet, and in real life that would be a horrible idea, but this is Minecraft and carpet never gets dirty, so we can do it. And the floor, I decided to use smooth stone for most of it because it actually kind of resembles tile, and I like that. And you'll probably notice the random smattering of carpet there with all the empty bits and stuff missing from it. I'll show you what all that is here. Basically what I've got planned is I got my inventory packed with a whole bunch of stuff that I've spent making over the past couple of days. We are going to go ahead and fully furnish our house. But I want to first point out a couple of things. First off, I did not leave the inside just bare wood. I put some columns of smooth stone kind of at the corners and in key areas and stuff. The upstairs is lofted, which is really neat. There's a nice banister all the way around. There's some skylights up there, and the whole thing is one big open plan. So the first area we want to do is the crafting area, and we put our back to the front door and we walk in, and the crafting area is going to be directly to our left. Now on the front wall of the house, we are going to put our furnaces. And we're going to have furnace, just like that. We're going to have 6 furnaces. 6 should be enough for now. And that's going to be useful for when we come out of the mine and we don't feel like staying in the side of a hill for when we haven't redone our mining facility. But the next thing we want to put down is our crafting table. We'll just go ahead and put that right here in the corner. We're going to put down a stone cutter right here. And then next to that, we are going to put a grindstone, which is a really useful tool and is also brand new on the Let's Play. And that is something that will let you strip enchantments from tools and items, and it will give you experience back. So that does it for the crafting area. We're going to move on down this left side of the house here towards the back corner, and this is where the living room is going to be. So the first thing we are going to do is explain this water source right here. It's always a good idea to have access to an infinite water source, especially the other day when I came out of the mine off camera and a burning zombie caught me on fire. I was able to run into the house and just jump into the water and put myself out, but only part of this is going to be exposed, and I'll show you why. We're going to go ahead and put an acacia slab in this empty slot right here, and then right behind it, if we, there we go, and go all the way across and then turn, and bam, we now have a sectional sofa with a chase lounge. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's chase lounge, right? And then right behind it, you only have this much of the infinite water source available so that it's not all like huge and ridiculous and whatnot. And so once I actually use this water bucket, I'll be able to come back and get some more without having to go outside. So we are going to put a flat screen TV up in here. First, let's take the remaining acacia stairs and go 1 and 2. And then we are going to take our 2 of our trapdoors and go boom, boom across the bottom. And that's going to make up our TV supports as well as our bottom bezel. Now the next step is to put our screen on, and I'm going to use black concrete powder left over from building the frame. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 across, and we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 across. There we go. And then we're going to take the rest of the trapdoors and we're going to edge this whole part of the TV up. There's the left side. There's the right side. And there's the top. And our living room is complete with a nice sectional sofa, some end tables made out of barrels with torches on them for light, and a nice flat screen TV. Let's move on to the kitchen now. So next step is to do the kitchen/eating area. And the countertop is already done here out of my new favorite material, which I'd like to explain real quick. This is polished diorite, and it's a little expensive early game for me right now because you only find it in the ground in small pockets, and unless you're specifically going mining for that stuff, which isn't the case for me most times, it's really hard to get it in large numbers. So I've gotten enough of it to kind of decorate the inside of the house after like 2 or 3 days of mining a couple hours a day. Now the first thing we're gonna put down in this empty spot in the cabinet right here is our sink. Now that's actually a cauldron, but it's the closest thing in Minecraft to a sink, and we're gonna take our bucket of water and fill it. Now we don't have any more water in our bucket, but thankfully we have an infinite water source, so now we do. And the next thing we're going to put down is our stove/oven, which is actually the smoker. And it is very efficient at cooking food, a lot more efficient than the furnace, so that's going to be super helpful. And they aren't really that expensive to make. It's just a furnace and 4 regular logs. Now, the last thing we need to do is we're going to move over on the other side of this smooth stone column right here, and we are going to make our eating area. So first off, let's make a little table since it's just going to be us. And I use some acacia fence posts to make the legs of this table, and we are going to take some gray carpet, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then take our last acacia stair, and we're going to turn around and go boom. And now we have a table and a chair. So now we have a nice place to eat at in the morning. I'll probably start the episodes here if I can. But now let's move upstairs and we will start on the bedroom/bathroom area. So if you put your back to the front doors again, since we've done this whole floor, and you go immediately to the right across from the crafting area, we have an L-shaped flight of stairs. So we've got a short flight, then a landing, then another short flight, and we are up in the lofted master bedroom, which actually all hasn't been purposed yet. So most of it is covered in white carpet. We are going to build the first thing here on the world, which I'm super proud of, and that is I get to finally use my working shower design. So we're going to be a little fancy, and we're going to make this out of polished diorite too. So we're going to go like this, across the top, then like that. Oops, mistakes were made. There we go. And then we're going to take a special component called a dispenser, which is a little expensive because I used the only bow I ever got on the world from killing a skeleton to make this thing, which probably wasn't smart. And then we're going to place it facing down just like this. And then when we go into it, we're going to take our bucket of water and we're going to put it in there. Next step is we need to be able to fire this off. We're going to go ahead and cover it up just like that. And then we're going to place a button right there to activate it. Next, we have to keep the water from getting out, which thanks to Minecraft logic, all we have to do is place 2 empty signs right there at the entrance, and when we press this button, there we go. We got a shower running from above right there that we can walk into, and now we can scrub-a-dub-dub, we can get all clean, blah, 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 press the button again, and the water drains. So, very awesome survival-friendly shower. Next, we are going to place our bathroom sink, which is actually our remaining cauldron. And then on the last bit here, we got to get a little finicky because our last component is actually going to be an upside down diorite stair, but we need another block to kind of put that against. And so what we're going to do is we're going to place down some smooth stone right here. And then we're going to use that to place the upside down staircase like that, so that we have a nice countertop. And then we're going to replace our last piece of carpet just like that. And voila, we have a nice walk-in shower, and we've got a bathroom sink behind some fancy, what I think kind of looks like marble, at least to my blind self, fancy marble counter and whatnot. Next, we're going to go over here, and we are going to place down our king-size bed. And we're going to do that by going 1 bed and 2 beds side by side. And because it's pretty much nighttime, it was almost morning, that was kind of pointless. I can go ahead and sleep in the bed and reset my spawn point. And the last step of the bedroom is I kind of have to mark this shower because I'm really proud of this design. So we're going to put down one more sign here, and we're going to type working shower Designed by Logic Pro. Awesome. Hopefully in my future accessibility suggestions, they'll make it so that putting your pointer on a sign will actually read the text. Please, Mojang? Alright, so the very last bit is up here on the roof. And what would normally be the open lid of the chest is kind of hidden because it's sunk in the black frame here a little bit that we built earlier in the episode. But if I go in here, into this chest that has all of the food and stuff in here, and I grab some wheat seeds and hop up onto this little enclosure here, we've got some fertilated soil. So I can take these nice wheat seeds and plant them up here in rows, just like this. And in time, they will start to grow for me, and I can make some more bread. And after a while, I'll probably make a bigger garden down there on the ground. But it's just nice to kind of have that up here for making bread and whatnot. But if I climb this staircase here into the actual lid itself, we have where our storage is going to be. And we basically just have a long wall of chests right here that we're going to keep all of our mined and collected resources in. And then we've got a ladder that leads all the way up here to the roof of the chest. And that's pretty much it, you guys. If we look way down below, we can kind of see where our hidey hole is way down there that we no longer live in. So this is a crazy upgrade within the matter of an episode. And even though this episode technically took like 4.5 days to film, it's going to be really, really helpful having a nice, safe place we can go. It's going to have all the resources that we need to craft and live and everything like that, and we're safe here at night. And eventually over here I want to build a big map wall. I have a lot of plans for this world. There's going to be another building eventually on the premises where we're going to have all utilities, like a bigger crafting area, a giant auto smelter I want to build, an enchanting room with a library. It's going to be awesome. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please consider dropping a like on the video. It really helps with channel visibility. And I've noticed with my analytics that most of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. If you consider doing so, I'd really appreciate it. It's free and you can always change your mind. It would really help the channel out a lot. Anyway, thank you all for your support, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.